Hello Alliance Insiders, this is Jessica Side and I am going to be doing your Monday download today. And the reason for that is that we are upgrading from Manage My Short Sale to PropTrackr. And if you log into Manage My Short Sale today, you're actually going to be redirected to PropTrackr. And so I wanted to show you some really important changes that have been made that are going to affect your business and the way you do it. And so without any further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to notice is right up here, the address is now alliance.myproptrackr without an e.com. So it's actually PropTrackr. If you go into Manage My Short Sale like you normally do, you'll be redirected to this site, so you don't have to worry about that. Although you might want to add this to your favorites. Then there's a login button here. And you'll just simply log in with the same email and password as you've always had. Now, when you log in, what you're first going to see is your dashboard. There's not actually a lot to the dashboard at this point. I know that the developers of this are looking to add more modules here for you to use. But right now you have recent property notes, and then you can also have a mortgage calculator. To do that, you just go up here to your screen options. You can click mortgage calculator, or you can unclick all of them and not have anything. So, and you can make it in 2 columns, move these guys around, you can make them smaller, so on and so forth. You also have these 4 other options here, and we're going to go over all 4 of them very quickly. My profile, it's basically the same thing, although you can upload a picture of yourself, and they give you the option to opt out of the notification emails. I would highly recommend that you don't do that. Basically would mean that you would not get the emails from us when we're updating you on a property, which would not be good. And the other thing, and this is one of the big changes with PropTrackr, is now basically what it's going to do is it's going to become a little database, a little mini MLS, if you will, so that when people come to this site, maybe a buyer comes to the main page, they can actually go and look at all the properties that we're working. So if your property is in there, then they're going to be able to see that, and if they want a short sale, it might be something they can do. Also, other agents can then search all of the properties that we have and say, oh man, I'm interested in a property that Alliance is negotiating. Let me go look and see what they have available. So contact us is the same as always. There it is, nothing new. Our properties, this is, like I just said, that little mini MLS. So all of our properties then will be gathered into this one place, and you'll be able to look at them. And then the last thing, and this is where I'm going to focus, is my properties. First thing that you'll notice, and I think that this is like the best thing for some of you that have a lot of properties, you now can sort by each of these columns. So you're going to be able to sort by address, so you could group all of your active properties together, all your properties that are in opening, all your properties that are in approval status, group them in one place. You can sort also by follow-up date. Well, you can sort by any of these things. So all you have to do is click on this little down arrow here, and you can sort that way, or click on the button. And then the other thing that's really cool is now you have columns. You can choose which columns you want to see in your view, and there's lots of them. You can go all the way down to there. I picked the things that are my favorite to look at. For the next couple of minutes, what I want to do is I want to show you how, if you would like to, you can actually submit your own properties now. In the past, we've asked you not to set up your own properties, but they have made it so much easier now that we're encouraging you that if you'd like to set up your own properties, then you can do that, and it will show it to us as a pending property, and then we'll be able to switch it to active. So let's just go through that process very quickly on what you need to do. Basically, you push this button here, it pulls up your basic information, and I'll fill that out. So you fill out the basic information. We don't really need the MLS, and you do have to click on residential or commercial, and then you just click add property. It's going to quickly create that property then. You can see it right here. Now let's go ahead. There's going to be another step that we're going to ask you to take because we're going to need some information. If you're going to continue to set up your files by sending them via email or fax, which is completely fine, I just want to bring up one thing that my office has asked me to to mention to everybody is we will need the information at the top of this short sale submission sheet. Many of you are not using this, which in one respect is fine because it is for your convenience. However, section 1 up here does need to be filled out because we do need that information. So whether you send it to us via email or fax, it doesn't matter if it's in this exact form, but we will need all the information that is on this first section. And the reason I bring that up right now is because obviously you're not going to have a short sale submission sheet if you're setting up your property this way. You're going to be sending stuff, maybe you'll be uploading your documents. So what we've determined is that all we'll need from you then is for you to set up 3 contacts in here. And to set up a contact, you push add contact or add new contact, and it's going to go ahead and bring you up a little window like this, and then you're just going to fill it out. Right here you have your contact type. So let's fill out the homeowner. You click on homeowner, and then you go ahead and give us the information. All right, so I filled out some of this information. I have the social security number, first name, last name, email address. We need as many phone numbers, and if they have a fax, that's awesome too. Now, the last thing on any contact is this opt out of notifications of emails. Obviously, I told you don't opt out because you are the client. You are our client, and we are the ones that are making sure that you have that information. However, on everybody else, it would be really good for you to opt them out, unless for some reason you have a reason to keep them opted in, but they're going to get every single note if you do not opt them out. So we're going to leave that up to your discretion, and obviously it's up to you, but you might want to consider opting them out of this email notification so that you can be the filter. Now let's talk about the other 2 contacts that I'm going to ask you to put in here. The first one is going to be your title company. And what you're going to do for that, because there is no place for title company, just click other, put in your company name. All right, so I filled some of this out. I put my title company here. And then if you notice, under job title, I put title work. That way we know what this company is going to do in this transaction. And then I also put the contact, the person that I should call about the title if I need to, email address. And then of course we'll need the phone numbers and definitely fax numbers for these companies. And again, you're going to want to opt them out. Now let's talk about the third contact that I'm going to need in here. The third contact is the closing company. Again, this is in substitution of that information at the top of the short sale submission sheet. So all you have to do is you can put other or attorney. I would put attorney because that's what we use. And now I filled out the rest of this. So you're going to put the company name, in the title, the job title, and I want you to put closing. So we know that this person is going to do the closing. And then if there's a specific contact person that we need to speak to, their email address, address is here, phone numbers, fax numbers, and again, opt them out of the emails. And I'll say this, if you have a title company that's also going to do the closing, all you need to do then is put job title, put title work / closing. That way we know that they're going to be doing both of those things. And then the last thing you need to do is just push add contact, and that will save the contact then to this property. So that's a really important piece that we're asking you to take on if you're going to submit files through PropTrackr. Now let's just talk about the other tabs here that we have very quickly. Details tab. If you want to be part of that mini MLS, then this is where you fill out the information. It has property features. You can click on walk-in closets and refrigerators, and that way people can see if they are looking for a short sale property that we're negotiating, they can actually see more information. The more information you put in here, the more information those people will have. Then we have our document section, and you can see you can add a new document. You just click on it, you can browse, then you pick the one that you want, you choose it, and then what you'll have to do, and this is important, is you need to go down here to upload documents, because if you just close out right now, it's not going to do it. So you upload documents, and I will say this is a little glitchy, so if you have problems, call our office. So I've come back to the My Properties tab, and you can see I've got all my properties here, and I'm going to go ahead and double click on one that I've put some notes in so we can look at that tab as well. So again, right here, I can click on my notes. This is pretty self-explanatory. You can expand all of them so you can see all the notes at once, or you can collapse them all and just open one at a time as you need to see them. You can see this information here. You can sort by these, and you can add columns. I think that I've got all the columns that are available. I do. And you can see who it's assigned to, the follow-up, the last update, when it was created, who it was created by, and if it's been completed yet. So that really is the last thing I have to show you. If you have any questions on this, call our office, 509-747-1101, and they'll probably direct you my direction, because right now I know the most about this program. Our whole crew is going to be obviously learning about it as well. So that's all. Happy trails. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.